When you get an idea or ideas that come together, they are like you're seeing the thing, but then you're also hearing the thing, and you're feeling the mood. And the mood, music and sound, huge elements for the mood. And so you feel it and you know it. So the idea is to get every other department to going along the line of those ideas. And you get these ideas, before you have the ideas, you have infinite possibilities. As soon as you get these ideas, they dictate a certain road. Not this road, not that road, just this road. And so you try to get everybody you work with to understand that road. And that happens by action and reaction. They say something, and then you say, no, this, and then they say something, and then you say, no, and then they say this, and you say yes. And then they say, okay, and then they do a little bit more, no, yeah, and then they got it.
My name is Greta Thunberg. I am 16 years old. I come from Sweden, and I want you to panic. I want you to act as if the house was on fire. A great number of politicians have told me that panic never leads to anything good. And I agree. To panic unless you have to is a terrible idea. I want you to panic as if the house was on fire.
The idea that we, Western people, in our artificial technological environment are alienated from immediate natural environments. That we should not forget that we humans are part of the living earth. We should not forget that we are not abstract engineers, theorists who just exploit nature, that we are part of nature, that nature is our unfathomable, impenetrable background. That precisely is the greatest danger. Why? Think about a certain obvious paradox. We all know in what danger we all are. Global warming, possibility of other ecological catastrophes, and so on and so on. But why don't we do anything about it? It is, I think, a nice example of what in psychoanalysis we call disavowal. The logic is that of, I know very well, but I act as if I don't know. For example, precisely, in the case of ecology, I know very well there may be global warming, everything will explode, be destroyed, but after reading a treatise on it, what do? I step out, I see nice trees, birds singing, and so on, and even if I know rationally this all is in danger, I simply do not believe that this can be destroyed. That's the horror of visiting sites of a catastrophe like Chernobyl. We are not evolutionary, we are not wired to even imagine something like that. It's in a way unimaginable. So I think that what we should do to confront properly the threat of ecological catastrophe is not all this new age stuff to break out of this technological manipulative mold and to found our roots in nature, but on the contrary, to cut off even more these roots in nature. We need more alienation from our life world, from our, as it were, spontaneous nature. We should become more artificial. We should develop, I think, a much more terrifying new abstract materialism, a kind of a mathematical universe where there is nothing, there are just formulas, technical forms, and so on. And the difficult thing is to find poetry, spirituality in this dimension, to recreate, if not beauty, then aesthetic dimension in things like this, in trash itself. That's the true love of the world. Because what is love? Love is not idealization. Every true lover knows that if you really love a woman or a man, that you don't idealize him or her. Love means that you accept a person with all its failures, stupidities, ugly points, and nonetheless, the person is absolute for you. Everything that makes life worth living, but you see perfection in imperfection itself. And that's how we should learn to love the world.
From Atlanta, Fulton County.
Have but one objective.
Color I see. Then you maintain the status. December 7th, 19.
And a question a psychopath.
The Orby has nothing to fear.
Purina.
Baronian here. Passion Stonia. Hazaruta 65. Go and there's an exchange of arrived at the
Y otros en Mi Mejor Amigo, este domingo solo por Univisión.
A gun designer can draw up the ideal firearm, but can you then duplicate that on the factory floor? One way, the best way, is to feed the design into a computer. Then the computer knows the gun too, and can spell out specs and instructions for machinery with a precision no human being could match. The computer not only develops gun designs and the masters for making gun components, it can also run factory machinery. It does this by punching out tapes that tell the equipment what to do. All the components, large and small, come together at the bench of a trained gunsmith. He assembles them, one gun at a time. Everyone knows the crispness of a Remington trigger pull.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
days I'm high, some nights I'm low. I'm 6 feet under this white snow. And when the snow melts off the road, then I will know which way is home. Home, home, cried the man, torn between heart and land. Home, home, he fell apart as love bled from his broken heart. When the snow melts off the road, then I will know which way is home.
So